It's the blank canvas.
You see, we have ulterior motives here at the blank canvas, you know.
And you knew it.
Let's make it happen.
With ECST.
People are sitting up here, you know, being blind and oblivious to the bullshit that's happening in our country, and they're not trying to take action until that shit hits home. It's going to come down to the everyday man to make a change. It's not going to be the quote-unquote leaders or, you know, the athletes or, you know, the entertainers.
I mean, because my mom tells me stories about different doctors who find cures for different diseases and things, and she always tells me that, you know, they either run them out of town or, you know, they pay them off, they get rid of them because they cure people.
You ever notice, like, when something like major going on in sports, they'll like throw out like a sentencing of a cop that got off, but it'd be like going on doing like, you know, Game 7 of the NBA Finals, like Super Bowl.
Yeah, all the cops got away with the murder. NBA Finals coming up next.
And now, ECST.
Yeah.
What up, ST? How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. What's going on, EC? How you feeling?
Man, nothing much, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just looking at all the people getting banned from the airport, you know.
Yeah.
They can't get to America. Like, dude, like, Trump is on one, man. It's getting to the point where I was already kind of worried when he won, but now I'm just like, dude, he's really going through with this, man. This is getting real scary, man. Cause you know who coming next after the Muslims? You know who next?
Yeah.
It's us, dog.
Yeah.
We next on tone pole, man. But just the ban, everything that came with it from the airports, dude, was just wild, man. This past weekend, man. Like, so many people got detained. So many like lawyers were working pro bono, working for free, just to write proposals, just to get people in at different airports.
Yeah.
Also, major companies fucking up in this situation as well.
Yeah.
Like Uber fucked up.
Yeah.
Lyft actually benefited from Uber's fuck up, because what happened was taxi drivers shut down all transportation to, you know, help out with the protests at JFK, but Uber was like, they were still sending out ads, like recent ads, like, we'll still pick you up from JFK, just download Uber. And so what a smart company did, like Lyft did, where it said, we're gonna go ahead and donate, what was it, like a $100,000 to ALCU. This is pretty much a non-profit organization that went to the judge to rectify the ban that Trump put in to get people to come in. So Lyft donated to them, and I think Starbucks did as well. And so now, for the first time ever, Lyft has more downloads than Uber on iOS system and Android system. So this could hurt them, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, in any immediate future, but I don't see it being long term, because you know how fickle, you know, we are as a people. You know, we're also creatures of habit. We like what we like. You know, we'll go ahead and just say, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and slap you on the wrist this one time, but I'm still gonna come back to you. Yeah. Because the funniest hashtag I've seen in a long time was hashtag boycott Starbucks, and I said, that ain't happening. I was like, man, y'all crazy, man.
Nah, as much money as they done made off them people, and as much money as they gonna keep spending, yeah, right. Yeah, that don't even make no sense. They need to get real.
Yeah, man, that shit like crack the people, dude. I know people personally that can't go a day without drinking Starbucks, man. Ain't no way in hell, dude.
I do too. Yeah. And the funny thing is, like, Uber and Lyft is pretty much the same company, so it's the same company benefiting from, you know, I guess the same mistake or whatever. I don't know, man. This travel ban, it's pretty bad, man. It's not looking good, man. And it's crazy because, you know, it's only effective for 90 days, but he could easily extend it, you know, within the snap of his finger. You know, like he's preventing a lot of people from, you know, being able to live their lives. Like there's a prospect college student that was, you know, headed to MIT, and now she's not able to go because the ban happened. And then I think there's a married couple who they got split up because of the ban.
Yep.
uh, it's a lot going on. And then within all this ban news, you get the coonery of the ban. Steve Harvey returning to Miss Universe.
Oh yeah, come on now. Hell yeah. Did he made a joke before he announced the winner, didn't he?
I don't know. I didn't watch that book.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I heard on the radio he made a joke about him effing up last year.
Yeah.
And then he announced it right. He's like, I'm gonna get it right this time, y'all. Let me get my tap dance shoes out.
Yeah, pretty much.
He got it right this time. But
yeah.
Speaking of Steve Harvey, we'll get back on Trump in a second. But it's always crazy how black celebrities will always talk back or talk down to their own people, but when it's another community, they're just like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry for what I've done. Yeah. Let me go ahead and suspend it, and I'll come on back, and I won't do it again.
Yeah.
And then so Steve Harvey was just was talking about people on Twitter saying, you staying behind your computers, you don't know what's going on, you ain't never been outside your house. I'm like, he's just saying the whole cliche stuff.
Yeah.
Always the big man, always talking back about his people, but Steve has done a lot of good. But still though, man, it's not even walking a thin line. You can't be over here doing this, then cooning over here. That's like you banging your wife.
He's riding the fence.
Yeah, riding the fence. It's like you banging your wife, then you going to Planet Fitness holding your ankles for a dude to ram you. Like it's like you're gay. Like ain't nothing wrong with it.
It's counterproductive. I'm gonna say all that.
I'm how you sit that in there, like I was like.
I'm just saying it's counterproductive. It just doesn't look good. It makes you look untrustworthy. And Steve Harvey for the longest, he's been, like you said, he's been in the trenches and helping the community, with his outreach programs. But at the same time, man, it's like, all right, man, we got to know where you stand. And, this is just proof, that shows us where he stands, man. Because at the end of the day, he's going to do what's best for him and his, I guess, So, and I don't know, like, did he not, when he was doing this Miss Universe thing last year, did he not know that Donald Trump was over it the whole time? Or did he I don't know, was he that negligent? Or did he purposely do that? And then was it all a plan all along just to, talk bad about him? And then, I guess come to terms with it and then go up there and see him and, and put his tap dancing shoes on again.
He always done, man, cause even, I don't even keep up with, Miss Universe, and I know Donald Trump got his fingers in it. So if I knew, Steve Harvey knew, and that's the thing, man. Like, what person's gonna turn out a check? Like, stand up for your people, and not get paid, and not feed your family, or get this check.
Stephen Gay Smith does it every day.
Oh man, he do it every day, dude. It's like I can't listen to that dude anymore. I cannot, man, because he uses the same 8 words over and over again, and then when he talk, he just speeds up his speech, and then he'll start yelling, and that's his whole spiel. And people like that. Like, he does the same junk every day, and people fall for it, man. Yeah. It's just I can't. And him and Steve A. Smith and Steve Harvey, real good boys. So you already know what that means.
I'm not surprised by that.
Not surprised. Oh man.
They cut from the same cloth.
Oh yeah. Speaking of cut from the same cloth, man, talking about Sage Steele ass.
Oh God.
She need to, like I was telling you before the show started, man, she needs to shut down all of her social media. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all of it. She got Snapchat. She ain't showing no monkey. She need to shut that shit down too. You know what I'm saying? But she had a post where she took a picture of the protesters at LAX. And this is what she said in her post. So you said, so this, which is in capital letters, is why thousands of us dragged luggage nearly 2 miles to get to LAX. Oh God, 2 miles a walk.
Yeah.
But still missed our flights. Fortunately, a 7-hour wait for the next flight to Houston won't affect me that much. But my heart sank for the elderly and parents with small children who did their best to walk all that way but had no chance of making their flights. I love witnessing people exercise their right to protest, but it saddens me to see the joy in their faces knowing that they were successfully disrupting so many people's travel plans. Yes, immigrants were affected. Immigrants were affected by this as well. Brilliant. Like, she is so out of touch.
She is.
And I don't know if it's because she's using that mixed angle. I don't know if it's because she's married to a white dude, which is okay. Interracial marriage and dating is I don't care. For all I care, do you, love is love. But sometimes you take on those ideologies of the person that you're with.
Yeah. Is she mixed?
Yeah, she's mixed, yeah.
She don't look like it. She look like she full blown nigga, but she just,
Oh yeah, the mama white, daddy military black.
Okay. Yeah, she has no idea then.
Yeah, man. And then she has to kind of side with, white ideologies because her kids identify with white. You walk up to her now, like, what do you consider yourself as? I consider myself white. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. We'll just let Trump let them know what they are.
Yeah, pretty much. And the rest of
society.
Rest of America, white, the blue bloods.
Oh yeah, dude, they are loving this, man. But it was funny. I also saw a tweet that was funny as hell where this lady, somebody had a caption that says, "Shit hits the fan so quick," and then hold on, man. I just looked at Sage Steele's avatar for Instagram, and it says "Mix Chicks Rock." You don't get this shit on my fucking page. All right, man. All right, see, and I don't know if she still have a job. All right. So I don't even know what I was talking about. So pissed off. What was I talking about, man?
Oh, we was talking about
on Twitter. On Twitter. So somebody had a caption that said "shit hit the fan real quick." So it was a picture of the white lady talking about that's right, Trump's gonna fix everything in America. And then the next tweet said, "I hate you, Trump. My husband can't get back into the country because of you. I should never vote for you."
Yeah. Did you know how just Friday I saw so many tweets talking about Trump supporters saying, "Oh my God, Trump, what are you doing? I trusted you. I voted for you. I'd never vote for you again." Like, how can people be this stupid twice? Like, it happened with Bush, and then it's happening now again. Like, I don't understand how people can be this stupid. Like, we tried to tell y'all before, but I don't know, man. To a sense, like, I kind of feel like this is what we need, and at the same time, I feel like it's happening for a reason. I feel like it's exactly what we need right now because people need to see how stupid they are. People need to see what kind of mistakes they're making. And you know what? Just real quick to talk about, the SAG Awards. It's amazing that, white people can get together and protest for something that they don't, really identify with when it's not black people.
Yeah.
Because, when all, the police shootings and things were going on, we heard nothing of this. Like, nobody was talking.
Nobody was holding those signs. Nobody was writing on their chest telling let them in.
Nothing.
Yeah, man.
It's quite amazing to just, as you said, to see how, low on the totem pole we are. I'm not holding a grudge against white people. I'm just saying be more consistent in your protesting because this isn't right. It's like if we're all here, if we're all American, then we all need to be sticking up for each other, not just for one specific, religious group or sexual orientation. Like, stand up for everybody.
Yeah. Don't pick and choose your protest.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. All these people that was talking about this, let them in. This is wrong what Trump's doing, but all these cases, man, case after case after case of innocent black people getting killed. They just sitting up just like, hey, what's the, let me get the New Yorker and let me get a chai latte, man. It's a good day today. I probably deserved it, Yeah. Yeah, man, it's very telling, man.
Yeah.
It's very telling. But, of course, athletes are coming out speaking out. I know Steve Kerr said, something about the ban, because I know his father was assassinated in, Libya in 1984?
Yeah.
Yeah, he worked for the government, was talking about this, what my father fought for, Pat Tillman, who was people don't know, he played for the Arizona Cardinals, he gave up, he gave up a lucrative NFL deal to join the army and got killed by friendly fire. His wife said it's not what my husband fought for, and, all this other stuff, but it's I don't know, man. Like I put up on our Twitter, I said, man, we're gonna have it's gonna be like a protest almost every other weekend, every other day, while he's in office, man. It's because he's going to keep doing it, and it's also that's another thing I kind of hate, man, because somebody retweeted this on our timeline. It was like World Star Hip Hop's Twitter, and it said Trump is gonna pay $85 an hour to help build a wall. And then they had a picture of somebody like picking up stones and like putting a wall together, smiling. I'm just like, dude, like money can't be all in all, man.
Yeah.
You have to stand on your morals.
But see, that's the thing though. Like when you're a blue blood, when you are, of the others, morals, and they don't amount for very much if they don't put commas in your bank account, then, it doesn't matter. Just, it's funny just to see all the companies, all the CEOs of companies that were speaking out against the travel ban. Amazon CEO, Coca-Cola CEO, Chobani CEO, Netflix CEO, Starbucks, as you mentioned, Expedia, New York Times, Apple, Google, Microsoft, BlackRock CEO, Twitter, General Electric, JP Morgan Chase, TripAdvisor, Chorus, LinkedIn, Yelp, Salesforce, Box, Facebook, Tesla, Foursquare.
Foursquare, they still around?
Yeah, believe it or not. I mean, they might be, holding on, but, but I guess they're still relevant. But, just to see how many people disagree with this. Again, like I said, it would be great if we could get this same kind of boastfulness for injustice against other people.
It all comes down to money, man.
It
all comes down to money. But what Trump ban has sparked off is just emboldened white extremists and white nationalists. You hear about the shooter that shot that mosque in Quebec?
Yeah.
Killed 5 people, injured a 6th person. Today, he was just charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder and another count, a 6th count. I didn't see what the 6th count was for, but he probably won't get off for that. And then in Texas, a mosque was set on fire this past weekend as well, man. He don't. Cause I'm gonna tell you like this, man. First comes the ban, then comes the wall, then it's gonna be like wrangling up black people, dude. That's next. I'm telling you, man. That's what's coming next. Cause all he's gonna do is he was talking about he's gonna send the feds in to Chicago, but that's just gonna be a test site for every other like hood or bad area in America. Like next it could be like Crenshaw, or next it could be like College Park.
Yeah.
In Atlanta, man, it's just a stumbling block, man. He has a plan set in place where he just like, hey, first I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna do this, and then all he's gonna do is just keep he's not gonna create any jobs, but he's gonna everybody that voted for him thought they were gonna get a job, like, I feel safe, and people getting put down, but I'm still on welfare, but these people get put in their place.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes and see if Congress steps up and try to intervene, but.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they are of his same ilk, and more than likely they're going to approve it.
Probably, yeah, you're right, man. And I think he's so stupid. He messing it up for the next president.
Yeah, he is.
They have to sign up on the executive order because they might just change how executive orders are done because of this idiot.
Yeah.
They might change that shit.
I can see, them making it to the point where everything that Trump is doing, like, it's going to make it so much harder for the next president to reverse all of this stuff. Like, that's why I see happening. I see Trump even, himself, like, signing some kind of executive order that, he might put something in place that the next president might have to wait until, 5 or, 10 years before they can, reverse whatever changes he makes. It's ridiculous. If he can waive, certain requirements that, for a governmental branch, he'll do that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. He'll definitely do it, man. And people around him just shaking their head, man. Yes, man. Just shaking their head like, yeah, you're doing a great job, man. Yeah. It's like,
I don't know, man. And, of course, if the Patriots win the Super Bowl, everybody's going to be talking about that White House visit that Tom Brady and the Pats make to.
Yep. You're right. Yeah, because of their friend. Because like Tom Brady keeps on downplaying their friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So I know the Cavaliers said they're not. LeBron said he's not going if they win the championship. He's not going to the White House. We'll see about. I don't know. We'll see if the Falcons win. We'll talk about that later in our news section. But the Falcons win, man. I don't know. It'll be Atlanta's first Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I couldn't blame them for going.
No, you can't. I
couldn't blame anybody for going, especially their first time.
It's,
you go, but
it's the American tradition.
Yeah, but I think it hits more closer to home with NBA because it's more predominantly black.
Yeah.
It's more, what I'm saying? It's like 75% black in NFL as well, but I don't know, man. It's a case by case basis, but anybody that associates with Trump now, like even if you go like even if he give you money, you know what I'm saying? Like you drop a $20 bill on the floor, and he with a Secret Service agent, he picks it up and give it to you. It'd be like, you support Trump? I need to give him my 20. Like that's how toxic this man is.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be nowhere in his. Oh yeah, something else is funny. You heard about that Secret Service agent that got suspended because she said she won't take a bullet for him.
Ha.
Oh my god, that's so funny as hell. She's like, I ain't taking a bullet for him. They suspended her ass.
Yeah, she might not be back.
Nah, she ain't coming back, man. Cause you got to think about it. Like she could be like the inside person, they can mess him up. So they have to take security risks. So she not coming back. She lost her job, and
it's a wrap for her.
She like I the white lady too, and I'm like,
wow.
Hats off to her for saying it. But she's fucked up her. She ain't got no money saved up, man. Like the only job she gonna get is like Best Buy, Target,
security,
or like that Top Flight security. Get that shit. That's about all you gonna get. But let's get off of this shit, man. Y'all welcome to another episode of the Blank Canvas Podcast, ECST. We're a topical podcast that comes on every Wednesday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find us on your favorite podcast services, YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, Audio Mac, and YouTube. And you can also follow us on our Twitter at Blank Canvas ECST and Facebook, The Blank Canvas ECST, and Instagram as well at Blank Canvas ECST. So let's go ahead and get into the news.
Let's get it into the news.
Man, so this is gonna be a kind of a football heavy news section that we have this week, man. Like, dog, what the hell are the 49ers doing, man?
I don't know, but obviously jacking up their franchise. The 49ers before, you could tell something was wrong when they let go of John Harbaugh, and for the reasons they let him go. It was just, I think I could kind of see the 49er fans just, kind of cringing a little bit because just some of the moves that they're making are just absolutely ridiculous. And then now with the hiring of John Lynch as their general manager, who, I keep hearing the quote unquote experts say has zero front office experience. It's funny. You can be white and not have any job experience whatsoever and get a job. However, if you are the counterpart, if you are black or Hispanic, you better know the ins and outs of the position that you are applying for, because they will not give you the opportunity to, learn on the job and, learn as you go. So I'm hearing they're gathering all kinds of help for John Lynch so that he could make, I guess, his transition between the broadcast booth and the front office pretty seamless.
Yeah. And from reports I was hearing on Sirius XM, they were saying they were trying to get Kyle Shanahan's father, Mike Shanahan, because John played for him when he was was at Denver, and Mark Dominic, which he played under when when Mark Dominic was the GM of the Bucks.
Yeah.
When he was there, so trying to get him to walk him through it, to hold his hand as he becomes a GM. You gotta do all that shit. Hire one of those two.
Well, it makes you qualified.
Yeah, but because the whole thing that really, this is why, from what Adam Schefter said, this is why John Lynch got the job. They said Kyle Shanahan felt more comfortable with John Lynch than the other two qualified candidates because he gets along with John Lynch. And this is the thing, man. This is the thing where Jerry Organ's fucking up, man. Like, just because of past experience, don't let your past experiences dictate your future. Just because the GM and the head coach didn't get along, don't go out of your way to find two people that will get along, and one of the motherfuckers not qualified.
Yeah, business and friendships a lot of the times doesn't mix very well.
They don't.
And, unless, you both have an understanding of what's going on, and, which we can clearly see that John Lynch does not, it's only a matter of time before something implodes, and then, there you go. To be honest, man, I'm just waiting on, 49er fans to start rebelling against this franchise, because all of their moves so far have been questionable ever since John Harbaugh has gone. So.
Yep. Never should have fired him. They should have got rid of Balky. They should have kept Harbaugh, man. I do not get it. It was funny. I read an article on Pro Football Talk, which, like, if I was a 49er fan, I would be really scared. Matt Millen said the similarities, and y'all know who Matt Millen is. He was a former player. He was the GM of the Detroit Lions, and he tanked them up. And, like, he
ran them into the ground.
Dude, what?
And the thing is, like, they keep saying, they keep trying to compliment John Lynch by saying how intelligent he is and how knowledgeable of the game he is, which that's okay. That's all fine and dandy. But if you don't know what you're doing, like, it doesn't matter how smart you are, you're going to look stupid, when it's time to evaluate how the team's doing.
Yeah, dude. Like, if you never scouted before, and if y'all know what scouting is, pretty much where you go out and look at, you watch game film of a certain player, you see what their strength and weaknesses are, and you see if they fit your, football philosophies and their system. So you give them a grade. Like, he's never done it at all. And every GM that's ever been in the league that's been successful started out as a scout. Or has some kind of scouting background. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is so asinine. And the thing about it, real quick on the little article, Matt Miller said, similarities between me and John Lynch are kind of funny. They said the 49ers shocked everyone when they hired John Lynch as the new GM because the move was almost unprecedented. The one and only person to get a GM job with the same resume as Lynch, a long career playing defense in the NFL followed by several years of broadcasting, is Matt Millen.
Yeah.
And so what Matt Miller said was, when I heard the news, he said, good luck.
Yeah.
Miller said, he's a bright guy. I mean, the parallels are kind of funny, actually. He said, you can't forgive 49ers fans if they're laughing. But, it's, just because they get along is not going to be enough, man. And then the crazy thing about it is they get a 6-year deal, and the thing about anybody in the front office or coaches, all their salaries don't touch the cap, the team salary cap. Yeah. So that money's guaranteed, like NBA players. That money guaranteed baseball players. That shit guaranteed. So they get it. Both of them are going to get a 6-year deal.
Jeez.
And they probably get fired within like about a 4th year at least. One of them going to be gone in 4 years. Just like, y'all mark my words, Chuck Pagano of the Colts will be fired next year. He out of here, dude.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Because when a new GM comes in, that's not his coach.
Yeah, they're gonna look for their own people.
They're gonna look for their own people, especially if he doesn't do well. Like, only way Chuck keep his job, he got to win the Super Bowl next year. And that shit
he does.
He gotta win. Chuck's done. Like, when I saw that come up, I was like, oh, they keep it Chuck, but trying to find a new GM. I was like, yeah, dead man walking.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, man. I don't know if Kyle wants to go in with John because he don't have the experience. He can kind of control him or kind of get over on him. I don't know, man. After hearing what Mark Dominic said about what like a daily routine for a GM is, I don't think Lynch cut out for it, because it was like, what I would do, I would wake up at 5:00 in the morning. I would come in. I would scout our team, look on the free agency wire. Then I would pretty much look at college tape. After I look at college tape, I would see if somebody has gotten arrested. And hopefully nobody got arrested over the weekend. If not, I gotta see who's injured, and I gotta see if I can pick somebody up. Gotta see who I can cut.
Yeah.
And then after that, he said I gotta do interviews. And then after I do that, I had to go to the scouting department, see who they're scouting, see what they're talking about, look at the board, go from there. Then gotta go talk to the numbers people, because some GMs don't handle cap figures. And some do, so you gotta go talk to his cap, see who he can pull in, who he can pull out. Yep. He can't just be up there like we used to do back in the day and be old man and just be picking up people not worth the salary cap and have like 10 number 1 overall picks, man. It's not going to be easy for him, man. But I wish him the best of luck, man. It's all about who you know. It's not about what you can do.
Yeah,
that's just real talk. It's all about who you know. Good luck. What you know, dude, because I'm telling you, man, when I saw that, I laughed. Because it was funny. It was funny. Because when it went over, because Bleacher Report went off on my phone, and it says, Fox analyst John Lynch is not the GM of the 49ers. I was like, they ain't talking about John Lynch who used to play. So I Googled it to make sure it was another dude named John Lynch, and I looked at it, I started laughing. I'm like, these motherfuckers out of their mind.
Yeah. Well, like, here's another thing, like, as a GM, you got to know how to find the right scouts. And since he don't even know how to scout, how does he know what a good scout is?
He got to come in to bring help. But the thing that I heard, also the thing I heard from Mark is, like, the scouting department's already done their job. So the guys that got fired, they already done their job. The board's already set. Everything's already there. They've scouted all the players from college. So all they got to do is pretty much look at what they've done, look at the tape, and then go ahead and, adjust the board from there. But he's going to need a new scouting. He's going to need a new scouting department for the upcoming year. But this year's already set. So he's fine. So he already has a leg up for this year. So the scouting department, they did all their work, and they got fired. They got to find another job. That's a thankless job, too, dude, because they only get paid like $30,000 a year, and they're never home. And they're always on the road. I was watching a NFL special where they follow scouts around, and one guy said, "Man, I ain't been home in months." I was like, "Dude, how you married?"
Yeah. I mean, believe me, that monkey might be out in the streets.
Mm-hmm. That monkey gets some bananas.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Like, it's a different lifestyle. You gotta know going in, what it is, what it's all about.
You gotta love football, man. Then it's hard to get those jobs.
Yeah. So, that's not a joke. That lifestyle is totally different, man. You gotta be committed all the time. So.
Okay, so now I just read a report that John Lynch has final say on the 90-man roster, but Kyle Shanahan gets to cut to 53. So he gets to bring in the 90 guys, and then after that, Kyle Shanahan is going to make the cuts.
Okay.
From there.
That's good.
They're gonna have to hold his hand doing this junk. Like,
yeah.
You got to hold some motherfucking hand. Give somebody else an opportunity, because it's kind of effed up, man. Because Louis Riddick, people that watch Sports Center, he was a personnel guy for the Eagles. Mm-hmm. He was up for he did an interview. Like, he did one interview, then I didn't hear his name again.
Wow.
So he either bombed it, or they were just going to bring who they're going to bring in and probably just exercise that Rooney Rule.
I mean, see, that's the thing. I don't think he bombed it. Because Lewis is pretty smart. He's pretty smart as well.
That's a thorough dude, man.
Yeah, he's pretty thorough as well. So I believe he knows more than John Lynch. So it could be that it could be that minority thing. I don't know. But yeah, I don't see Louis Riddick, not making it because of, him not being knowledgeable. It might just be the circumstances. But John Lynch, wish you luck, man. It's gonna probably take you 2 or 3 years to get it down.
Shit, by that time, will the fan base be willing to wait that long? Because they got one of the worst rosters in NFL now.
Yeah, it's a total rebuilding effort right now.
Yeah, dude. All right, man. Let's get off of that bullshit, man. Good luck, 49er fans. Let's go. Another bit of news that came out, man. Michael Vick went ahead and kind of announced his retirement to Sports Illustrated.
I'm surprised he didn't do it via the Player Tribune.
Yeah.
Like everybody else.
That's a good point, ST, man. I didn't think about that. I don't know why he did that, man. That's weird. But Michael Vick, after not signing with the team the entire 2016 season, said in an interview with Jonathan Jones at SI.com that his playing career is over. When Jones asked him if he retired, Vick said, in quotes, "Yes, I think it is. I'm kind of looking at life from a different perspective now. I got kids growing that I've got to be there for. I was committed in 2016. I'll give it one more shot. I'm very content with my career and what I've been able to accomplish. I accomplished more than I ever thought I would. Listen, at the end of the day, through all the downs I played, I can say I won a game for every team that I played for, even though I only made 3 starts in New York and 3 starts in Pittsburgh. I made a difference. I'm content with my career, and I'm ready to move forward in my life." It's
a sad ending for a player that had such promise.
They're definitely gonna need to do a 30 for 30 on him.
Well, I mean, they did the one joint. I forgot what it was called.
Bleach Report. You talking about Vic documentary thing?
Yeah. So I mean, it's gonna be hard to, for them to do. They might do NFL Network might do a football life on him.
Yeah, definitely gonna do a football life on him, like a couple years down the road.
Yeah,
because
it's just he could have been the GOAT. He could have been the GOAT.
Could have been, though.
A lot of critics gave him flack for not being very much of a pocket passer, which I was kind of proud of him as, when he came back to the league, when he went to the Eagles, because he became more of a pocket passer. But as he became more of a pocket passer, he kind of forgot, what made him special.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't, he wouldn't run when he really should have. So, and I think, taking a lot of hits over his career too, it kind of messed him up. So.
Hell yeah, man. That shit make you gun shy, man.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on that day for Cam Newton to get one good hit, and it's gonna stop him from running, man, because he takes shots all year, dude.
He does.
And it's gonna get to the point where he gets caught at one good time, man. He's gonna be gun shy, dude.
Yeah.
He's big, but dudes are flying out there that are your same size, running the damn 4.6, man.
Yeah.
At your knees, at your chest.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you saw how they was doing them this year, like the first game of the year, they was popping him. So.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, the Broncos were getting in their ass, dog, that first game, man.
It's not a, man, it's like, man, we don't know who you think you are.
Yeah, he definitely needs to, cause he can pass in the pocket, man, so he needs to go ahead he needs to go ahead and get that shit together, dude.
Yeah, he needs some wide receiver coaches that can teach his receivers to run better routes. 'Cause them niggas route running suck. But, you know, the best route runner they got on the daggum team is the tight end.
Yeah.
So
he ain't got much longer either, man.
No, he doesn't.
He ain't got no much longer at all.
Well, he's in his 30s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg Olsen?
Yeah, he's up there. So a little long in the tooth.
Hell yeah. I think that might have been his last chance to get a ring 2 years ago. That might have been it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so, man. Because, you know, that defense isn't what it was anymore. You know, Thomas Davis is getting older.
Yep.
You know, Luke Kuechly can't do it by himself anymore. Hopefully Shaq Lawson will turn in, not Shaq Lawson, Shaq Thompson. Mm-hmm. He'll turn into something on that left side. I don't know though, but yeah, they got to get something done, man. I don't. As far as, you know, but going back to Michael Vick, it's just, you know, I hate that he didn't have, you know, some solid weapons around him until later in his career, because he could have been something special.
Who was his number one wide receiver? Was it
Algie Crumpler?
Yeah, Crumpler. Was Roddy White there by that time? Well, that was later.
No. I think Roddy came there. Let's see, what year did the dog fighting thing happen?
Shit. Well, let me see, dog fight. Let me chill at that jump.
Cause if it was like 2008, 2009, something like that. If it was during that time, then Roddy just got there, and he was not in his prime yet.
2007.
Okay, yeah. Roddy was probably there, but he wasn't in his prime yet.
Nah, he wasn't.
So yeah, that was the problem. You know, his favorite target was Algie Crumpler, and I remember that. You know, just going to the Georgia Dome and seeing him was like, come on, Vic, pass down the field, man. Come on, Vic. 10-yard scoop to Algie Crumpler. Man, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, cause, well, yeah, he was only with, yep, you're right. Cause Roddy White got there in 2005.
Okay, yeah.
And he only with him for 2 years, and after that, it kind of just fell short. I know Roddy gotta be pissed.
Yeah.
When the Falcons get into the Super Bowl, they could have at least kept him on.
I know.
That's dog. That's what you get when you talk up against the OC, man.
Yeah.
Like Kyle Shanahan got him out of there.
Yeah, he did. And that, you know, that's a shame too, man, because Roddy's he wasn't trash.
Nope.
It's just they stopped passing to him.
They stopped passing to him for some reason, man. It's just like when you can't, dog. It's a couple people that you cannot screw over, man. It's the head coach and it's the defensive offensive coordinator, for whichever side of the ball you play for, man.
Yeah.
They'll phase. They literally phased him out. I'll never forget the time where he fucked up and he went on 19 The Game here in Atlanta, had an interview, and we just talked about, man, let me go ahead and just give you the dirt on our offensive coordinator, man. He's straight garbage. And I'm like, well, he ain't garbage now. He in the Super Bowl. You gotta be quiet, man. Sometimes his ego fucked him up for probably getting the ring.
Yeah, well, you know, being a diva, you know, as you know, a lot of experts call it, you know, the wide receivers, you know, just being a diva. Like, man, if more people were unselfish, Roddy White would still be on this team right now.
Still would, yeah.
Yeah, he might be about 36, but he'd still be on the squad, and he would at least be, you know, the veteran presence in the locker room.
Exactly. Exactly, man. He could have been a veteran presence, and could have been just tagging along like Dwight Freeney, playing every now and then and having another shot at another ring. Well, it would have been Roddy's White getting a shot at the ring. With Dwight Freeney trying to get his second ring.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Let's go ahead and get into our predictions for the Super Bowl, man. So who you got?
Man, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say the Falcons. I'm just
Yeah.
for the city.
Yeah, for the city. Hey, man. Speaking for the city, dude. I went out to Atlantic Station, man, for the pet rally, and I'm talking about that shit was deep, dude.
I know it was.
That jump was deep out there, man. Like it was hard to even get in that bitch, man.
Yeah.
But it was a nice little party. They had like little big floatables with just like usually they have at game day and people was out doing a Cupid shuffle in the middle of the street and doing nigga shit and well, it was messed up, man, because I got off the escalator. I killed the escalator, and right when I got the escalator, some old lady just coughed real hard in my face, covered her mouth, and then I looked at her. I said, "Really?" And I just kept walking, and she just kind of looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, "Come on, man!"
Yeah. I mean, but you have a right to do that because if somebody's not going to be cordial enough to excuse themselves or cover their mouth, and you got a right to say whatever you want to.
Come on.
Especially if they cough in your face.
Now, come on, Granny. Like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't that hard to cover your mouth. You've been here long enough to know.
Yeah. This is the time of the year where everybody be catching stuff.
Hell yeah, dude. I ain't got time to be catching shit. But also, man. I'm also with the Falcons as well, man. It's for the point of usually, we all know what the Patriots do. They shut down your number one option. Number one option for the Falcons is Julio.
Yeah.
There's been 3 games. There was a stat where it's been 3 games where Julio's had 35 passes or less, and the Falcons are 3-0. They score like 28, 32 points without him. So he could be that decoy. Like all I gotta say, if we look at the stats after the game without seeing the score, and if you see Taylor Gabriel with like at least 80 yards in a touchdown, and you see either Tevin Coleman or Devontae Booker, what's the name of the other running back?
Freeman.
If you see Freeman, if you see one of those dudes with like 120 all-purpose yards and at least a touchdown, they won the game. Atlanta's won the game, dude. Because people think it's gonna be a high-scoring game.
It just might be.
It might be, man. But I think these defenses are gonna step up and really come out and play, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Atlanta, like, they gotta get to Tom Brady.
Yeah. And speaking of that, I'm glad you brought that up. And Cole Beasley has to have at least a sack and a half or 2 sacks.
Yeah,
at least.
They gotta get to him.
Not Cole Beasley. Jesus Christ, that's a wide for the Vic Beasley. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Vic Beasley gotta have at least 2 sacks. So Vic Beasley has 2 sacks. Taylor Gabriel has 80 yards and a touchdown, and one of the running backs has 120 all-purpose yards and a touchdown. Atlanta has won the game.
Yeah.
Boom. Period. But we'll definitely see, man. I do not want to see Tom Brady get the 5th ring, dude. Because I'm going to a Super Bowl party down in my aunt's house in Columbus, and I swear to God, if they win, I'm gonna be like, man, let's get in the car, let's go. Let's go.
Driving 2 hours all the way back.
Hell yeah, dude. And I remember I was texting my boy Jay, and I was like, man, if Atlanta win, you going to the Super Bowl parade? He was like, man, I don't know, man. But I was like, I never experienced a parade. I'm not going to go and, be a bandwagon jumper because, I'm a Ravens fan. I'm going to just go for the experience. I'm not going to lie just to see how it is. But, Atlanta's going to have their Super Bowl in 2019. So I guess that'd be the first Super Bowl I ever go to. And we'll probably, hang out at the Super Bowl in 2019 because that's when it's coming down. Because I know Minnesota's next.
Yeah.
And that was going to suck. It's going to be cold there. So I don't know how that shit's gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, well, it'll be just like how they did in Indianapolis. What's another cold city that they did?
New York. They did New York a couple years ago.
Yep. So Usually if it's in a cold city and they got a dome type structure, then it's usually okay. It's just, all the Super Bowl events, Super Bowl week, all the stuff that's going on, the fanfare outside of, the stadium, that's what gets you.
Yeah, it's gonna mess up that. Like,
Yeah.
like it's gonna, cause it's kind of chilly down here.
Yeah.
In the A, man. So
Yeah.
we'll see. It should be fun, man. But yeah, I got the Falcons winning. I'm thinking like it's gonna be like I can see a 32-28 game,
Mm.
or I can see like a 24-14 game.
Okay. As long as it's not a blowout,
I would love a blowout.
I mean,
Love a Patriots blowout, dog. I'd be laughing so hard. I would love a Patriots blowout. But if it's a Falcons blowout, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I would love to see that shit. But nah, man. Belichick, too good, man.
Yeah.
He's too good to get blown out like that. Like they would have to come out humming. But on Matt Ryan's last 8 opening drive scores, he scored all 8 times. The running backs have averaged 4.5 yards a carry, and he averaged with all the 8 opening drives 326 yards and no incompletions. So they come out humming. But I just don't know. They need to do that shit on the big stage. If they come out, get the ball, score first, and like raise his hands up like, "Yo, what up, Bray? Let's go." Like, dude, like, man, it could be a shootout. If it's a shootout, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
It's gonna be exciting, man. But people are always like, man, it's gonna be because it's high power offense.
Yeah.
It's Brady is Matt Ryan. They saying that for the media because that's what they want to happen, man. But actually, what people wish for doesn't happen, man. So I can see it being a struggle. Just hope that defense is ready because Atlanta has one of the youngest defenses ever to be in a Super Bowl. They got a lot of first and second year players on the defense, man.
Yeah.
And I know Brady licking his lips watching film like I'm gonna eat these motherfuckers up. So they gotta play sound football. So we'll see, man.
And they gotta stay away from that zone because Tom Brady eats a zone alive.
Dog, man. All right, if their run zone is over because I listened to SiriusXM and they were saying what defense really gives Brady, like when New York beat him twice, it's press man. Like if those DBs can hold up against Edelman, Hogan, and I forgot the other dude, I think LaFell or whatever.
Danny Amendola.
Danny Amendola, yeah. And I know Michael Floyd there too. He might get him a ring. Look at this shit.
Yeah, I forgot about him. Yep.
That'd be funny as hell. He'd be like, yo, Larry. Best DUI ever, son. Best DUI. That's the best decision I ever made, get DUI, nigga. That's the best thing ever in my life. Like, it kind of will be. That'll be the best decision you ever made, getting the DUI, dude. Because if you get him a ring, that's gonna be effed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, they play press man. If those DBs can play on the island, and Vic Beasley can get to Brady, and it's a wrap. Because pressure up the middle it kills every quarterback.
Yep.
It kills all quarterbacks, dude. So you got pressure up the middle, man. It's a done dilly. But they give him time, man. He gonna dissect them because Brady dissects everybody.
Yes, he does. They gotta be able to stop that that power run game too. Blunt. That man. He's kind of like a rebirth of Marshawn Lynch.
He is.
Cause if you give him, if he gets a chance to accelerate, he's like a bowling ball, man. He just bowls everybody over.
Yeah. Speaking of Marshawn Lynch, man, he got y'all need to Google it. Y'all probably seen it by now. But he has a Skittles commercial where he goes to Switzerland and he just being who he is.
A nigga.
Yeah, and it was one part of it. The guy was describing. He's like, man, I ain't never seen a castle before. And then he on like a bike. They got Skittles on the front of him. He handing out Skittles. He's talking about this castle was made in 1106. And he said 1106. That sounds like the time of my damn watch. I'm like, man, come on, man. I'm like, oh. And this, all right, man. I laugh, but then I'm just like, man, we can't promote this. We can't promote this shit because it's niggerdom, dude. Cause that's what like ST say the others like seeing. They like seeing that kind of stuff. That's funny to them because that's how they view all black people.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And talks are he's getting his own show, and that show's gonna have great ratings because he's just gonna be on there saying stupid shit.
And just being a nigga.
Yeah, being a nigga, man. Like the shit funny, man, but I catch myself sometimes. I was like, EC, like don't laugh. Like it just don't laugh at this joke, man. He was in the middle of the street popping wheelies, and he played chicken with a bus going down the middle of the street, and then he like veered off to the left. I was like, man, like his post NFL career is going to be way better than his NFL career the way it's going, dude.
It probably will be for his sake and his sake only.
Yeah, and that's a down brother too, because he take care of his community in Oakland, man. Yeah, man. I just hate that. Ignorance is just ignorance is cooning, man. A way to make money for black people, man.
Yeah.
It's just bad like we on the plantation, dude. Ain't nothing changed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, but let's go Falcons, man.
Yeah.
The city buzzing right now. Y'all got to seal the deal. It'll be the first championship Atlanta has had since I think the 95 Braves.
Yep.
Last time anything
95, 96, something like that.
Yeah, last time a championship been here in Atlanta. So man, shit. Good luck, man.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for the Falcons. I know that shit. I ain't rooting for the fucking Patriots. Fuck them. Fuck them all.
Real quick, just a quick news story out. The Boy Scouts of America, they open.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I know you're about to say. Go ahead, man.
You good. The Boy Scouts of America have opened the doors for transgender children to become scouts by accepting gender indicated on applications. So, if your little boy was born a girl, I guess they can become a Boy Scout now. Yeah. What you guys? What you think about that, man?
Good night, y'all. No, but I saw it. And I kind of just shook my head, man. I don't know, man. I have nothing against trans people or anybody that believes that they were born the wrong gender.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but
again,
I don't know, man. They shouldn't call it Boy Scouts. They should call it Scouts.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that'll solve that. Then I don't even care. Just call it Scouts.
Yeah.
Like you can just join the Scouts.
Yeah.
They got the Boy Scouts, call the Scouts.
Yeah.
And then there you go.
Yeah, because I mean, one by one we're seeing, each little piece of America being more and more accepting of this lifestyle, and so, I don't see. I don't know, man. I guess it's like, what's wrong with? I guess I don't want to say not accepting other people, but okay, if you're an entity and you represent one thing, like what's wrong with sticking to, like what's wrong with sticking to what your entity is? Like, okay, so what? My kid won't be able to be a Boy Scout because, he's transgender. Like, what? I guess
it's social acceptance, man. It is. It's what people want, man. That's all people want. And I'm not gonna lie. If you had to use the restroom really bad, and the men's bathroom was closed, and they had the trans bathroom for guys, and the female bathroom, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go to trans and use the restroom real quick, man.
But yeah.
I ain't gonna even think twice. I'm gonna just go in there, jump real quick, and let loose, and then get out.
But but I don't see, I don't understand why there's so much of a fight for social acceptance for transgender and and other people when there's no social acceptance. There's no social acceptance for black people though.
It's just, man, people are getting told. We're getting told every single day where we stand, and people just kind of just keep overlooking it. It's like the elephant in the room. People just keep overlooking it, like, you see somebody dead in the corner, you be like, hey man, ooh, look, croissants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The person right there dead.
Yeah.
Got shot in the head, got shot in the back, laying on the back, and they got shot 8 times in the back. Like, ooh, they got Tatars. Like,
yeah.
Man, it comes back down to just people just not caring, and we still had that stigmatism of slavery, man, in this country, man. It's still here. It's still prevalent, man. It's gonna take. It wasn't that long ago. It's gonna take a while to break it.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, I don't know. But that's all I got.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to the topic.
Let's get it.
All right, man. The topic that we have for this week is ST. Have you ever been in a friends? Have you ever been in a situation where you have friends with benefits?
Yeah, I have. It's a cool little situation if you can pull it off.
Yeah, you can pull it off. So the topic is friends with benefits possible? Like, I've wanted a friends with benefits situation. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, let's go to the movies, say splow. All right, peace. I'll see you later, but you're saying that's not, it hasn't happened for me, but the thing that I would see, the problem I would see, I think it's possible to have friends with benefits if both people come into it with an open mind.
Yep.
And they have the same expectations.
Yep. And that's the key.
That's the key, dude. You can't let the broad suck you off so good you fall in love, or the dude pipe you out so good you just you flip the script like, I may be in love.
You forget what the purpose was.
Exactly, man. That's the thing, man. You can't let outside. You can't let sex get into the way. You're just pretty much doing it for companionship, because you're lonely, and some physical contact at the end of the day. That's what it's all for, without the, what's the word I'm looking for, ST? Without the...
Without the commitment.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing, man. Like, both of you have to come together, and, both of you have to adhere to, the rules. If it's basically... If it's known that you're basically going to be physical and nothing else, like, you've got to bring that point out on the table.
Yes.
In the beginning, like, you can't linger with this. Like, this is something that has to be established in the beginning. Because if not, then the exact thing that, that EC just pointed out will happen. People will start catching feelings, and, everything you do will be scrutinized. Everything that, will be questioned. So, the bottom line is make sure that you establish rules in the beginning. Because
exactly.
There's, there won't be any, I guess, takebacks. Because, if you both understand the rules, you can both point out when something goes, a little weird. Yo, this is what we agreed to. Don't allow yourself, to bend or break your rules either.
No, don't try to have like that one exceptions to the rule as well. Don't ever do that, man. And like ST was saying, man, just set your boundaries from day one. Yeah. Like, you just sitting up, and y'all just like playing on the couch, and you know what I'm saying, y'all just you just banged each other, and you're like, what I'm saying, this is cool. You know what I'm saying, we should be friends with benefits. And then y'all just lay out the rules, like, number 1, don't ever catch feelings. Number 2, don't convince yourself that the relationship is more than what it is. You You know what I'm saying? Y'all here for y'all physical needs and for pretty much your physical needs and emotional needs without the commitment. Number two, if one of the other person finds someone they want to be in a committed relationship with, cut the shit off.
Yeah.
Don't still be trying to come over here and be like, man, I'm trying to get to know this girl or this guy for a little while. Let me still go ahead and, get the edge off over here.
Yeah.
But then still be, trying to make the other relationship work. You have to cut it off.
Yeah. And, you also have to establish a time length. Like, you have to be able to establish, some kind of cutoff point.
Yes.
Because, if you continue to, be in this, friends with benefits relationship and there's no cutoff point, then, when something does happen and you do meet somebody that you actually want to be with, it's going to be harder for you to get rid of your friends with benefits because, there was no end game established. There was no end point established. So
yeah, so don't try to, turn something what it's not and try to, have the friends with benefits, like meet your friends or meet your family members. Like cut that shit off. Like don't even put it in your mind.
Yeah, unless you know for sure that you might one day want to be with this person, then I guess go ahead. But if you know for sure that you just want this to be, a in and out thing, then keep all that junk separate. Like just don't even invite that into your life.
Yeah, man. Because then after a while, Jerome meet grandma, and then grandma like, hey baby, where's Jerome at with his tall chocolate self? You still talking to Jerome, baby? He gonna give you a baby so I can see, so I can have some grandkids before I die. You have to explain that shit to him. You have to go through all that. So you have to do that, man. And also, after you done the deed, you don't have to sleep over.
Yeah.
You can just roll.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That y'all just, you just be like, zip, okay, I'll see you later. And you know what I'm saying? You see if she catch a feeling, she like, you can stay over, we can cuddle. Be like, no, like, let me go ahead and go home.
Yeah.
And go play Call of Duty or do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
Hell with your boys. Like, don't try not to sleep over a lot as well.
Yeah, because that's usually when the feelings start drifting in, man.
Yeah.
Like,
waking up with the person, like, she might make me breakfast, and it's like, what, and then, like, you eating the eggs, like, wait a minute, what is this? And you be questioning the shit. Like, just, it is what it is.
I mean, but then again, if you can do that, and you both establish that you can do that, then, by all means, I just wouldn't recommend it.
No.
But, some people are different. It's just, I just know what would work for me if I was in a situation like that. So.
Yeah, dude, I don't think I could do that, man, because I don't think I could be sleeping over and then she say something and then she's like, oh, this is very nice, and then my eyes get wide, like, what you mean by this is nice? Like, let's keep keep it light. Another thing that you need to do as well, if you're in a friends with benefits situation, is you better keep yourself protected.
Yeah.
Because if they're doing this with you, who's to say they're not doing it with somebody else?
Yeah.
Especially if you're not always, because with a friends with benefits situation, you're not always going to be talking to them every single day of the week, because you really shouldn't. Because if not, you're in a fucking relationship.
Yeah, pretty much.
They could be hanging out with somebody else, or spreading them, or piping another broad, she's sucking off somebody else. So you definitely keep yourself protected. And then when you meet up with somebody, you have no right. With your friends' benefits, come up and be like, so what were you doing last night? Who were you with? You have no right. That's not a right. That's not one of your rights at all.
That's none of your business.
None of your business.
Yeah.
At all. So make sure you strap it up, keep yourself protected, so you won't be catching any HPV or hepatitis A, B, C, Z. All these motherfuckers that are out right now. Make sure you don't catch those. So that's key, man. That's just in a relationship as well. You be just out there just dating.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Another thing that you kind of need to watch out for is be smart on social media, man.
Ooh.
Dude.
Yeah.
Really be smart on social media. You definitely don't want to, have any pictures with that person. We all together, like hanging out with hanging out with my boo thing or my bae. I hate that word.
Yeah.
I hate bae, dude.
Yeah, I do too. So
hate that fucking word. But hanging out with my bae, hanging out with my boo. Like, yeah, leave that alone. If you're out with your friends with benefits and you taking a picture, and you at the establishment, let's say you're at the yard house, and you taking a picture, then you take a picture as well, but y'all separated. You know how some people ain't got no lives, they put two and two together. Like, weren't you here with such and such on this day? Like, motherfucker, how you know? You know, I follow her, and then, you know, I follow you too, so are y'all an item? So yeah, try to keep your social media on the low when it comes to the other, your friends with benefits. Don't, you know, tag them.
yeah, don't broadcast it.
Yeah, don't broadcast it, man. Like, that's what's wrong with us now, man. We have to pretty much tell everybody what we're doing at every moment of the day, man. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
At one point, I was like, man, I'm gonna start. You know, when I'm on Twitter, when I have my own little personal Twitter account, I was like, man, I'm just let everybody know what I'm doing, man. Like what I'm into, like when I'm gonna go see a movie. And I'm just like, no, man, I'm just gotta keep stuff private, move like a private person.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I just can't do it. And then another rule within friends with benefits is, man, sometimes sex usually doesn't have to be required. Sometimes you just want just a talking buddy.
Yeah.
And then if you gotta do all that, ladies, you know, you might
say,
go ahead and get you a gay dude.
Yeah.
Just being real, man, cause
yeah.
Cause you know, like they make sometimes they be trifling too, man.
Yeah.
Like it's so hard, man. I bet it's so hard, but yeah, like some dudes. I don't know, man. That's kind of rough because I know I just made the point of, you know, it don't have to be about sex, but that definitely has to be out in the guidelines when y'all first start this. Like, let's just be friends. I have, you know, somebody I'm talking to, but he's just not always available for me. Yeah. And if that was me and a female came up to me with that shit, be like, well, you know what I'm saying, you know, scrape that bastard or something. I ain't got time for this. I ain't about to, you know, be your little, you know, talking buddy, you know what I'm saying? He plowing you and I can't do it. You know, that's how dudes think.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? If I'm invest my time, you know what I'm saying, a little man gotta get it in too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, yeah, I always go ahead and get you know, like Pimp C said, rest in peace, get you a fairy. Yeah, Pimp, use a fairy. Yeah, man, just get one of them dudes, cause they'll talk to you under the sun, talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, Orange County, talk about all that shit.
Yeah,
they'll talk about that junk all day long. But I think, you know, friends with benefits can be a plus, especially if, you know, if you haven't really gotten yourself out there for a while and you just got out of a long relationship. Yeah. And you just want to kind of ease back into the dating scene. I think that helps out a lot. And like ST said earlier, if all the goals and parameters can be set from the beginning, I think it could work. In my estimation, it could work if both people are on the same page.
And it's just the problem is a lot of people don't want to do, you know, the preliminary work. So, and then once they get in the situation, you know, then they want to kind of double back, and then by then it's a little too late. So, you know, sometimes you wind up, you know, being in a relationship when you didn't really plan to be in a relationship. And that's happened to me before. Like, I remember back in college, it was just, you know, I didn't do my preliminary work. I was just, you know, going to some chick crib and, you know, and smashing. And, you know, I didn't say, well, you know, I'm not really looking for a relationship. You know, I just like hanging out with you. And, you know, unfortunately, I didn't make that known until, you know, of course,
after the scene was out.
Well, actually, a few months later when I stopped calling and texting and things.
Look at this, dog. Y'all see ST, how dirty ST is? I had dirty Mac at ST.
I mean, it wasn't purposely done. It was just, you know, it was my fault. I effed up, but
yeah,
you know, it's just something that you have to think about when you come encounter with these kind of things. So
yeah, it happens, man. And you know, some guys, are just so happy to be laying up. They don't want to mess up the butt, so they won't tell a girl what their true motives are.
Yeah.
Because they're getting some, and that's not right, man.
No, it's not. But see, and the thing about me though is I knew I didn't care whether or not I got it or not, because I'm always willing to be honest. You know, I'm always willing to say, look, I don't care about you. I just I just want some pussy.
Yeah.
But it's just you can't be afraid to be honest. You can't be afraid, for whoever to reject you if you make it known what you want. So
yeah, man, like way better to be upfront with a female and be like, hey, I just want some buns, and then she said no, go on somewhere, loser, than to smash. Yeah, then to smash and then come back and say, hey, I just kind of just want some buns. Is that okay with you? She's like, no, because you know how some people, when they start talking something, like some people when you first start talking to them, they be like mapping out their whole lives with that person when you first see them, man.
Yeah. So
you gotta let them know to back off.
Well, yes. Well, especially sometimes women like they start mapping out what their lives may look like with this person.
Oh yeah, dude.
So if you don't make it known in the beginning of what it is, dudes too, because dudes. Be like, man, I can't wait to, can't wait for my niggas to see, my girl, what she gonna look like when she my wife, and stuff like that. Just, you gotta do the preliminary work. You gotta make it known in the beginning of what your intentions are. So
yeah, man, that's the best policy, man. Honestly, it's always the best policy, man, because you won't get burned. And you won't be hurting anybody's feelings, and you're making bitter men and female, bitter women and men out here, man, just out in the ether, dude. You definitely don't want that, dude, because like you think bitter women are bad? It's bad, man. Bitter men are horrible, dude. Some dudes are a bitch made, man. Dude.
Well, I mean, let's look at the situation between Sierra and Future. It was funny. after the Seattle and Falcons game, Future sent his son a Matt Ryan jersey.
Petty, man.
Yeah. So it's stuff like that, man. And for these stars and celebrities, man, like I think they could use this advice more than anybody because they have the money, so they feel like rules don't really apply to them. And a lot of the times they can't be any more wrong. I think if you got money, rules should be that should be something that you lean on.
Yeah.
It's funny though, just to see stuff crumble, and especially when they make it public.
Yeah.
You gotta, just do your preliminary work, man. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah. You said it succinctly, dog. I ain't got nothing else to say, man. Just be up front, and it'll work out.
Yeah.
Be up front and get your dick wet.
Yeah.
or not be up front, get your dick wet, and get your car smashed in, and all the other shit that come with it.
Exactly. Hammers through your window.
Yeah. Boys coming up sneaking you, beating your ass up while you're at the gym.
Yeah.
Dude, just be up front.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Man, we love y'all, man. Watch the games. You know, me root for the games. Y'all hit me up on Twitter, man. At Blank Canvas ECST.
Yeah.
I see y'all on Facebook. I'm a people on Facebook, man. When we see y'all, man, we love y'all, man. Y'all keep supporting us.
Yeah, we gonna be tweeting during the game, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. We're definitely gonna be tweeting during the game, man.
Okay, yeah.
Definitely. Oh yeah. Make sure y'all follow us so I can hit us up so I can get that expertise on the game. Cause, and we ST and I know what the hell we talking about.
Most of the time.
Real. Yeah, most of the time, yeah, man. We love football, man. We follow football real hard. No, you got anything else, ST?
No, man. I'm straight. Yeah.
But you go ahead and send them on home, ST. Send that bitch on home.
All right, man. As usual, ignorance is not a handicap. It's a personal choice. If there's no light, you must become the light. So be the light, y'all. Remember to as EC said, hit us up. Let us know what you like about the show, what you don't like about the show. We see y'all out there hitting us up and liking our posts and things. You know, just want to tell y'all that we appreciate y'all. We love y'all support. You know, keep that coming. But yeah, that's it. Episode number 44. We gonna see y'all next week, man. We love y'all.
Rise up, motherfuckers.
That's right. Fly high, ho.
Thank you for listening to Black Canvas Podcast. We'll see you next week. Ah!